Hello guys, in today's video we're going to look at exercise 3.6 which has to do with the insert and append method from the book Python Crash Course by Eric Matisse. So let's see the questions. 3.6 More guests. You just found a bigger dinner table, so now more space is available. Think of 3 more guests to invite to dinner. Start with your program from exercise 3.4 or 3.5. Add a print call to the end of your program, informing people that you just found a bigger dinner table. Use insert to add one new guest to the beginning of your list. Use insert to add one new guest to the middle of your list. Use append to add one new guest to the end of your list. Print a new set of invitation messages, one for each person in your list. Okay, we're going to start with our code from exercise 3.5. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out. I'm going to add a link to that video in the description of this video. So let's start with this. First thing we're supposed to do is to add a print call to the end of our previous program to inform people that we found a bigger dinner table. Okay, here's our code for exercise 3.5. I'm going to copy this and paste in a new Python file. So I'm supposed to let the guest know that I found a bigger dinner table. I'm going to copy this, paste again. Then I'll copy the rest of the message and paste for all the guests. Okay, so this is the part where I'm informing all the guests that I found the bigger dinner table. You can also inform them that you're going to invite more guests if you want. So I need to add a new guest to the beginning of the list. I'm going to call on the guest list. That's the name of the list. And use the insert method dot insert. I'm going to pass in the index of the first position in the list, which is 0, and the name of the guest I want to add to the list. So what this does is it's going to push all the other items in the list to the right, and this name is going to be added in this position with index 0. Alright, I want to just do a little calculation here to know the middle index of the list. So I'm going to call that variable mid, which will be the length of the list. I'm going to divide that by 2, should give me the middle position. But then again, remember that indexing starts from 0, so I can just do a -1 so I can get the actual middle position, middle index. And I'm going to use the insert method guest list dot insert. Then the index, which is the middle index, is going to be this mid variable. So whatever the answer is from this calculation, I'm getting the length of the list. So that was going to be the total number of items in this list. And then again, if I add this other name, there are going to be 5 items. So I should just make this an integer. Okay, I'm going to convert this to an integer. Let me convert everything to an integer using the int function, because if I have an odd number like 5 divided by 2 is going to be 2.5. So in order to avoid that, I'm going to use the int function. So I'm going to get a number. We can't have our index in decimal, so and the name of the person I want to add in the middle of the list, Endurance. And finally, the last part says we should use the append method to add a guest to the end of the list. Okay, so to add the guest using the append method, call on guest list dot append. All I need to do here is just pass in the name. Automatically, Python is going to add it to the end of the list. So what am I inviting? Sorry. And once I'm done, I'm supposed to print out a new set of invitation messages to all these people in the list. You'll notice here, initially we had 4 people in the list, so I had to print out 4 messages. But now that we have 3 more names, that's going to be 7 new people, and I need to print out 7 messages. I'm going to copy this part, this part, the invitation part. And paste it again. Except this time I need to use my index to stop at 6. That's 4, 5, and 6. So I can get rid of this last line here. Okay, to prevent too much code printing out in the output, I'm going to comment exercise 3.5 code. Okay, that's this part. I'm going to comment this out by pressing Ctrl 1 on Spider. Okay, let's run this. Hopefully. Okay, I want to see the new line, so let me just separate this with new line. Alright, so for the first part of the code, this is where I'm printing out the messages. Okay, it seems, this first part is also running, so I'm going to add a new line here too. And run that again. I just want to see the different sections, the different outputs. So the first part, which is, this is from exercise 3.4, and that's what's running here. And this other part is from exercise 3.6, what we're doing. So I'm inviting all the guests. I'm telling them that I found a bigger dinner table. And at this point, I've added the new names. Okay, at this point you see Edidion is the first item in the list, and we have Endurance as second. So that's a bug. I think, okay, I'm not supposed to subtract this one. So that was a mistake on my part. So Endurance should be in the middle. That's before adding Glory. So I'm just going to run this again real quick. And there we have it. So Edidion, first name, Endurance is somewhere in the middle, and we have Glory at the end of the list because of the append method. Okay, this is it for exercise 3.6. You can see how the insert method and append method is used to add new items to a Python list. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to see the solutions to more exercises in the book. If you enjoyed the video, you learned something, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you when I see you.